I'm going to turn this so you can see my camera. See my screen, because you can't really share screen on I'm trying to say Instagram, Substack. So super cool Substack live situation as well. But this is basically what the system looks like. So this is the template that you're going to get. Oh, and I guess I should show what am I even talking about. What started all this is if you go into my, oh, look, I do see my live. If you go into my post today on Substack, let it come up here. Oh, there it is. You'll see down here, I put a little social media sanity, and then you can click here for $8.88 and you can get the system, or click the button. So this is what we're talking about, social media sanity system. And let's get that off of there. And this is how it works. So, and I'm going to time myself when we start this. Everything is in this folder. I have what I call a sandbox. It's just basically a document so I can form posts really easy, copy, paste, delete, doesn't matter. I'm not keeping this. Basically like scratch paper. Then I have the template. And then in addition, you're also going to have a Canva template so you can kind of get a jump start on doing some really easy, flexible social media posts. And also all the months. So all the art that I need for these posts, I have it prepared in here already. So I don't have to share it. I don't have to go look for it. So this is what you're getting, plus the Canva thing, the Canva template, and a video. I actually can show you what is actually in the kit as well. Here you go. So this is what it's going to be. It's the video so that you can watch this. It's the instructions. You can download the spreadsheets. More instructions, super easy. It's only 3 phases and you're done. And that's it. So now let's test it out. I have a widescreen monitor, so it's actually kind of difficult for me to show you the whole thing. So forgive me if I start listening to one side. And I'm actually clicking on something else on my computer. Okay. All right. So we're going to do this. What you're going to do if you're posting, and that's all we're doing today is we're posting. I actually might have a workshop where we can all get together and actually do the posts together, like create the posts, generate them. But for right now, we're just going to post and we're going to time ourselves, or I'm going to time myself. I don't know who the we is. So you're going to click open your social media calendar. I have here, and we're going to go ahead and do this post here. This is technically for tomorrow, but this starts for sale today, his book. I am sharing just a ton of everybody's books right now because it's fun and it keeps my social media with plenty of content, plenty of easy content that helps other people. So why not, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is start my timer. Let's see. First thing I'm going to do is copy this post. Copy. And then I'm going to come over to here and I'm going to download the art. Download the art. I'm ready to go. And then coming back here, I'm going to go to the last page here, which is all my social accounts. And then I am just going to rinse and repeat. So I always share the art first. So here's the art. And that way the links don't mess with me and slow me down. because the whole point of this is I want to go fast. Paste. Whoops. Paste. It's really hard to do this and hold the camera and this, but post. And there, I have shared in Substack. Go back, Blue Sky. Share, Blue Sky. Paste and share. Blue Sky is done. Go back. Instagram. One of the reasons why I do a square post is because it kind of fits the best with all the different social media platforms. Whoops. Wow, it is really tricky to keep the camera where I need it to be. Maybe I should have done this on my laptop so that I can show you what I'm doing better. Yes, my laptop is in Portuguese, though I speak English. So don't let the Portuguese throw you. All right, that's been shared. I do like to hit a refresh. You can see the post I just shared a little while ago. And there's his book. And I'm actually drawing attention to this book because it's going to be free for 5 days. So I'm coming back here. Threads is automatically shared because I shared it to Instagram, but I do go check. There it is. Sweet. And then we're going to go to Facebook. And then I know there's questions, and I have this list of all the questions I've been asked today. And so we're going to get to those at the end. I'm actually going much slower than I normally would because I'm trying to hold a camera with one hand and all of that. And then Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, however you feel about it. It's still social media, and not everybody has left. And since I can share this so easily, I do. If I had to work hard to do this, I probably would not do this. Because you really just don't get that much out of social media anymore because it's media and not connection. But that is a whole nother discussion on my end. All right, here's LinkedIn. Next. So you can see how fast I'm whipping through all these. That's all that you really need to do right now. And you can, well, I'll get to the questions in just a minute. I share on YouTube. Yes, a lot of people didn't realize YouTube actually has a social media. Now, could I tweak this? Could I make special posts for each social media? Yes, I could. But that's going to take me a lot of time that I don't have. And so I'm just really trying to stay current with social media without killing myself with social media. So I have Ko-fi. Share the post. Paste. And I might, for them, write this, March 1 through 5. And that's done. And who do we have next? Medium. Don't laugh at my Medium page. I actually just started dusting off all my old social medias as a demonstration of how many social medias you can do with this. So I'm not advising that somebody has 13 social medias or 12 social medias. That's a lot. And this is for readers because it's a book. And it's shared. And then we're going to go to Pinterest. Oh, I'm about to have dogs bark. I'm going to make a pin. I'm dragging my art. And because Pinterest does divide it up so much, I do keep Pinterest open and I go to the next one. And I wind up completing Pinterest last. Paste. And the art. And paste. Post it anyways. Sometimes I add alt text. I'm not going to do that today. And I'm done. That was Mastodon. So I'm all done. And then I still have to finish Pinterest. Collect that link. It's going to be harder with only one hand. Paste. Choose my board, which is going to be random acts of sharing, and the title. Whoops. So with one hand, let's see how I did. Paste. On time. And this has been published, and you can view it. Yay! Where are we with time? Oh, 7 minutes. That's like way slower than what I normally do. So I'm going to say that's because I only had one hand. So now that was how I do it. That's the social media sanity method, I guess, that I've been putting together. And I just did it for an organization to help them out. And you can get access to that in my newsletter that just went out today. And it's this one. And you'll find it right here under the gold star. And you can just click the button and go there. But now I just want to get to a couple of these questions on this. So I will turn my camera so you can see me, and hopefully it's not a really weird, awkward thing. So I've written these questions down. You know what? I should still actually show my screen because I was going to show you a couple things on these questions. But one of the questions is, can you use this without Canva Pro? Because I have a Canva. I'm going to turn this so I can still show you stuff. I have in this template a Canva link. So I'll call that up real quick so I can show you this template. Let's see, my downloads. So if you click into here, here we go. This link takes you to a Canva template, so you don't have to start fresh. And I've got a couple already built ones in here, so you can start experimenting with those. No, you do not have to have Canva Pro for that, because Canva is awesome. You never really have to pay for Canva. And Canva is awesome all on its own, and I've used it for a long time. All right, and then the next question. Oh, the only thing that Pro is for, I believe, is to be able to take the backgrounds down off of pictures really easy. I think that's a Pro feature. There's probably a couple other Pro features, and then some art that you don't get with free, but free is so ample. I love Canva. I do pay for Pro Canva, but you should never have to pay for it if it's out of your budget. I think it's like $7 a month or something. Definitely worth it to me. Don't need it. So my next question that I have written down here is, can you start mid-year? Do you have to start the system in January? No. If you look on the bottom here, you'll see that this is my personal calendar that I actually use all the time. So I can mark this green because I just did it, so I don't get confused and double share. But if you look down here, you can see the months. So this calendar, when you get this template, it does start in January, but then I adjust this. So when February was done and it's time for March, I just take that month, move it to the bottom. So now when I open it, I'm going to start with the right month, which would be April next month. But we just started March. This is March 1st at the time of this recording. So I'm starting on March. So no, you can start this system whenever you want. You can also update it so that next year, 2025, these are just dates. It doesn't matter what day this is, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can still use this. I have, how do I designate specific campaigns like National Poetry Month, which is in April for anybody who's curious. This is actually super easy. I just put a reminder down here for myself that it's National Poetry Month this month. So, and by the way, the reason why I have some on my personal calendar in yellow, that's to remind me not to, this is the day that I'm going to have a personal post. This is my post day. All of these days I share other people's books. This day I share my newsletter. So the other thing it's good for is in the notes section. You can see today was newsletter day for me. Whoops, I'll turn this. Today was newsletter day. So it says opportunities on it, but I also have like little notes to remind me to include things in the newsletter. Like Jordan Francis's book is free from March 1st to the 5th, and then the link so that I can get there. Or this one, there's going to be some next opportunities. There's going to be a free book campaign, free ebook campaign on dangerous women, and a Kickstarter project that I'm going to share. So that is why these are in yellow. You can totally take the days that you want to reserve for yourself. I have November 21st, which actually happens to be, oh, no, it's not. It's the next day on my calendar. So I can reserve my birthday, and so can you. All right, so that's how to designate campaigns and special days. You just pretty much put your note. You can also highlight days to set them aside for specific purposes. And what was next? Oh, can you work as a team? Hell yeah, you can. That's what's wonderful about this, and why I even did all this organization for it as to what I was just using by myself, which was pretty much this, but I tweaked it a lot to make it more playing well with others, we'll say, so that more people can use it. So how you would use it as a team is if you come back to this, there's 3 elements of this. There's actually 3 elements. The first thing you need is somebody to grab the information that you're posting. So that is somebody who, if it's an organization, it might be your board sends you these links, whatever they want you to cover. And so the first step is just to share the links. I actually don't have any shared in April yet because I'm still finishing March's calendar and building it out. But you can see right here for these, all I have is the links for the books that I'm going to share. This is somebody's new book that's coming out on that day. So, definitely I want to share it on that day. Things like that. And opportunities coming up, stuff like that. So anyways, that's the first phase is a team member, could be you, is just sharing the links. The second person or the second phase is coming in and they are writing the copy, which I show you how to do that in the video without using ChatGPT or anything. It's actually way easier than that. They are doing the video. The next person, so if you have 3 team members, then one person is also doing the content, which is here. Well, I guess I probably should have gone to the one that I shared with you. But yeah, this is my personal content. So I have some templates kind of set up for things that I'm doing to make it really easy on myself. But so one person could just be making the content. Once they get the content made, they're dropping it in the folder. So you can see that's the ones that I just shared right here. And they're taking a link, copy that link, and then they're pasting that link here. That's what this spot is right there. And so super easy. Now you have the content, the written content, the link to the art, and you also have any notes that you need or somebody that you might need to tag over here. And so the phase 3 is just the posting, and that's what we just did. I went through and I showed you how fast that was to post. With one arm, I posted to 12 social medias in, how long was it? Oh, I guess I clicked out of the thing. It was 7 minutes. But all right. And so what is the next question? So yes, you can work as a team. You can divide the labor up however you want. Somebody asked me, do I have to share 12 social medias? Heck no. The only reason I'm sharing 12 is to prove a point. Really, if these were mine, I would probably focus on the ones that I like best. The most important social media that you can share is the one that you enjoy sharing, that you're going to share naturally. So I do like Instagram. I like Substack Notes. I like Facebook. Or at least I have a lot of friends on Facebook. Not sure if I actually like Facebook, but I do like the people on Facebook, and Threads. So that would probably be the only ones that I would share normally. But to prove a point, I have all of these. And then side note, I like to put other links. Like this is a calendar of all the different holidays and months and dates for the year. So I have that linked in here as well. So I can easily find those special days and months. All right, next. Do I have to share all 12? I just answered that. Can I share more than 2? Okay, so yes. If you want to, originally I was sharing twice a day. If you do want to share twice a day, I don't know how familiar you are with Excel spreadsheets, or this is a Google Doc or a Google Sheet. All you would do is you would right click, insert row or insert column to the left, and then I could start a whole nother campaign there just like I am. So it'd just be adding columns to tailor this to however I want. And I think that was it for my questions. So I'll just run over those real quick. Again, do you need Canva Pro? No. Can you start in the mid of the year? Do you have to start in January? No. You can start wherever you want because you can move these around. Can you designate a campaign, a special campaign? Yes. That's how I've done this in July. It's Halloween in July at the HWA, so I have that there. So I can remember to cover those special months. Can you work as a team? Yes. You can divide the labor between whoever's creating art, whoever's posting, whoever is creating the copy, and whoever is gathering the links, or everybody can share the document and gather the links, which are your source links, and divide that labor up. And you can have as big a team as you want. You can have, this is a very scalable system. You can have as small a team as you want. It could just be you. And then do you have to have 12 social medias? Heck no, I'm going to advise you not to have 12 social medias. That is too many social medias. I'm just doing that to prove a point. And I can't read my own writing. Can I share more? Oh, yeah. And then can you share more than just 2? Yep, we just talked about that. That's as easy as adding a column. So once you get this, this is yours. You download this, you're copying my system. Of course, yours is going to come all blank and fresh and ready to fill in. And you're going to tailor that however you want. So I hope that helps. I've had a couple of people ask if I would be interested in doing a workshop where we all sit down together and go over this live together and create posts. And yeah, that would be really fun. So not this week, probably, because I have a lot of catch up to do, but probably maybe next week. But if you watch, shameless plug time, this newsletter, Opportunities, then you will see when that comes up. Oh, look, I am live. But yeah, so if you just watch down here, I will announce that whenever I'm doing that. This is cool because I did not realize, I've never, like I said, this was my first live. So now I'm going to turn the camera for just a minute. This was my first live on Substack. Hopefully you can hear me because I didn't test out my sound. But yeah, that's that social media sanity system thing that I came up with, just to recap it, and then I'm going to sign off. I started this. This is my own system that I've used for probably a year or two. And it was so that I could do social media without making myself a little bit to sustain my mental health. And then recently I wound up organizing it and polishing it up and turning it into an actual system so I could share it with an organization that needed their social media boosted. And here you go. Then I decided I would just keep on sharing it because it really does work. And then I had a bunch of questions. Most of the all the information is in the newsletter, this week's newsletter. But recapping questions, you don't have to have Canva Pro to use the Canva template. You can start this any time of the year. You can designate special months and campaigns like today. Today is actually Women in Horror Month, and April is National Poetry Month. There's a way that you can highlight that. You can also highlight and block out days that you want to reserve for posts that you might already have ready or that you want to reserve for yourself. You can work as a team. You can work solo. It's scalable. You can do as many posts as you want. You can do as many team members as you want and do the system. It's very easily shared. Once you have all the templates, they are yours. You can do whatever you want with them. And then do you need to have 12 social medias? Please don't. That's too many social medias. I'm just trying to prove a point. And I can never read this last question. Can you share more than one social media post a day? Of course you can. You can share however many you want. Like I said, you can scale up the system to do it. Yeah, make it yours. So that was that. I hope that this helped. This has been, other than getting on there with Ross the other day, Ross Brand over there at Brandex, Subbrand, Brandstock. Oh my God. Don't let Ross hear me. His name is Ross Brand, and I link to him all the time. And I love him. I just can't remember the name of his Substack off the top of my head, but Ross Brand. But anyways, we did a live the other day. It was super fun. This is my first live on my own, and I'm going to say I'm done. I can't think of anything else to say about this. So thanks for letting me come on, and thanks for all the questions, and thanks for all the interest in the social media sanity system download. It's in my newsletter for $8.88 right now, which is, just as a heads up for anybody who's watching right now, the price of the newsletter of Opportunities is going to go up for the paid subscription next week. It's going to go up for my 2nd year anniversary. I haven't really raised the prices this whole time, so it is about time. It's going to go up to $8.88 because I like the number 8, and it looks like little infinity symbols. There's not really a lot of thought behind that. But anybody who is a paid subscriber currently is locked in. You're not going to have to pay the higher price. I'm okay with that. I just have to do my due diligence and keep up with inflation like everybody else and the cost of eggs, I guess. But that's it. So the idea is for subscribers, paid subscribers, these downloads that I'm going to start including, like this one, the Social Media Sanity Kit, those are going to be free for paid subscribers. And then if you don't want to be a paid subscriber, that is 100% okay. You don't have to do that. You still get 2 weeks worth of the author opportunities going forward. So you don't really need to subscribe. But if you do want to, and as a special thank you, you're going to get whatever the download is that week for free. If you don't want to, it's just going to be the price of a monthly subscription. So, the power is yours, and you can choose and control however you want to engage with this. And I can't think of anything else to say. Happy March. Oh, this is March 1st. How cool. So maybe this will be a tradition, and I will just always share a live on March 1st, or maybe I'll start sharing a live on Saturday, which is my newsletter day. or whatever. We'll find out. But it is an ever evolving system of wonder and joy. And I hope you like this. And let me know. Keep the questions coming. If I get many more questions like this, I will do another live. But I'll probably also try to put together a Q&A to answer these questions. These are all really good questions. And I always think if one person asks these, then a bunch of other people have also asked these. If you have been leaving me comments or asking me questions during this live, I'm not sure how to check because this is my first live. So if I've been ignoring you, I apologize. I can't actually even see who has joined because I have the camera facing the other way. So thank you for watching this. And I guess I'm going to turn the camera so that I can turn this live off. And you can get another glimpse of the social media system, social media sanity system. But thank you, everybody who joined to watch this. And let me know if you have any more questions. And if I get enough questions, I'll do another live to answer those. Maybe we'll even do another demonstration later in the week because those are fun. Except I won't be holding, I'll do it with two hands and see if I can shave off that 2 minutes. So, all right. Happy March, guys. Have a good weekend. And as they say in Brazil, bon fin de semana. Except I probably said that with a terrible accent. Bye. If I can hit end, it's not working. There we go.